know what I've noticed? I've noticed that even though shit's starting to slowly open up, people are still really fucking anxious in general about like the fucking pandemic, about not being able to do their normal shit, not going about their normal routine, not going to school, not going to their fucking job, telecommuting, Zoom meetings, all that bullshit. It's got people really fucked up. They're just on edge. They're fucking anxious. They're not sleeping normally. And for me, Chris Johnson, I'm handling things surprisingly well. And I've had a revelation recently as to why that is. This level of like heightened fear and anxiety, it's new for people. People aren't used to living with this shit. People are used to just going about their fucking day and being like happy and getting what they need and what they want and like enjoying themselves and having people around them that fucking love them and their family, whatever the fuck they got going on. They're used to having those things, and they're used to not having these fucked up feelings in their head. This shit that's just gnawing on their fucking brain, making them really fucking nervous. So when shit goes sideways and all that stuff like comes crumbling down, like they can't fucking handle it. They don't know what to do with themselves. They go fucking insane. Welcome to my world, motherfuckers. That's where I live. That's why I'm doing so well with this. I'm anxious all the fucking time. So this is like, at least I'm home all the fucking time. Now, granted, I don't really like working from home, but I find that I'm doing quite well here. It's my own space. It's my fucking sanctuary. I know work is invading it a little bit, but it's a couple months in now, so I'm fucking used to it. I'd still rather go to the office to work, but I don't think I'm as nervous, like just in general. I actually think I'm more fucking relaxed during the goddamn pandemic than I am normal times. Because I'm not expected to fucking do anything. Except my job. And I do my job anyway. Like, there's nobody I have to see. There's nobody I have to meet. There's nobody I have to fucking talk to. There's nothing I have to think about. And for normal everyday people, the shit I just described is probably the stuff that they really look forward to. But a lot of times for me, that is a source of fucking anxiety and nervousness and consternation. And it's just hard for me to deal with a lot of times. So I'm getting a taste, or the world is getting a taste, of what it's like to live in Chris Johnson's head. And you don't fucking like it, do you? You don't fucking like what's going on up there. How do you think I feel? I gotta fucking deal with this shit on the fucking regular. That's why I go to a fucking therapist. Although I haven't been to the therapist since before the pandemic. I think I probably could still like do a therapist appointment, but I hate these fucking Zoom meetings, so I'm not going to do that. And you know what? I'm holding myself together pretty good, so I don't really think I need a therapist appointment right now. At this point in my life, I go to the therapist when I feel like I need to go to the fucking therapist. It's not like back in the day, 3-4 years ago, 5 years ago, whenever the fuck I started going, and I'm going like fucking weekly, whatever the fuck, multiple times a month. I don't need to do that anymore. I know I'm a fucking mess. I know what triggers my fucking shit in my head, and I usually do a pretty good job of keeping that shit tight. I'm starting to wonder now, or worry now, like how the fuck I'm gonna be like when I get released back into the wild. You know what I mean? Am I gonna still be able to hold my shit together? Is everybody else gonna be able to hold their shit together? I think the answer to everybody else holding their shit together is a fucking resounding no. Because society's fucking shit, and it's always gonna be shit. But me, like I'm doing good now, I was doing good before, but like if I go back, if I'm released from captivity and I gotta go back into the wild, am I gonna be able to assimilate well? I think I'll do okay, but like one of the good things I like about being home is like if I get like really pissed or like anxious, my first thought is always like, motherfucker, I wish I was home. I wish I was fucking home. I was just like on my couch or in my bed or in my computer chair, just like with the fucking cats, just like surrounded by my own things, just because it just makes me feel better. So like it's gonna be a little bit more difficult for me to deal with shit, I think, if I'm out, because I'm always gonna wanna be home. But you know what? I've dealt with that shit before. I think I'll figure out a way to do it again. And I still go through some shit, but I just managed to deal with it relatively well. Sometimes it is worse being home, though, because I was talking to somebody over, like, text. I don't even remember what the fuck we were talking about, but I remember getting, like, really anxious about something. Like, I just had, like, this thought. You ever talking to somebody and just have, like, a thought, and it just pops into your head, and you just say it, or text it, but it's, like, kind of wrong. Like, it's not right. Like, you think in that moment that that's correct, but it's really not that correct, and then the other person, like, calls you on it, and you're like, really? Is that true? And then you go back and forth, but then you think, like, oh, did I just fuck something up here? Am I painting myself out to be a fucking asshole? Like, that happened. That happened in the last, I don't know when it happened. It happened since we've been home, right? So then, like, I was, like, nervous as shit about it. So I tried to, like, call that person, and they didn't answer because they never answer. So, I mean, that's just the fucking world that I live in. It's probably like, Chris Johnson? No. Just slide that shit over to reject. But anyway, I got, like, really fucked up about it. Like, it fucked me up for a while. Fucked me up for, like, a week. And I don't think this person really cared about it, but I fucking cared about it. See, that's the thing that anxiety does. Like, you care about it. That's the issue. Your feelings are in your head, and they're fucking valid. And sometimes you just need them validated by other people. You don't need motherfuckers to tell you that's all in your head, because then it just pisses you off. Because, like, I know it's all in my head, goddammit. I fucking know it's all in my head, but I'm still dealing with it. I'm still experiencing it. You can know that your situation is okay and still be fucked up about it, and it's still like a legitimate feeling in your head. Does that make any sense? You know what I mean? Like, I know, like, okay, like when that text conversation happened, I thought it was the end of the fucking world, and I'm getting like really panicky about it. And then like I step back, I'm like, no, it's gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. So I know I'm gonna be fine, right? I know I'm gonna be fine. Logically, I know I'm going to be fine. I know I'm going to be okay. You know, even if this person hates me forever, like, it doesn't really matter, right? Like, you're going to be okay. I mean, I guess it does matter, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm going to be fine. Like, it's not life or death. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I know I'm going to be okay. But, like, at the same time, knowing you're going to be fine doesn't alleviate the stress. At least for me, it doesn't. So I get, like, really fucking nervous about it. I don't know when I didn't get nervous about it. I think I was, I don't know what happened. I think I eventually did talk to them, like, a weekish or so later. So I had plenty of time to realize, like, or to think in my head, like, this person fucking hates you. They don't give a shit about you. And then they talk to them like, oh, I guess they're okay. I always think that. I always think that people fucking hate my ass. I always fucking think it. I'll be back Sundays and Wednesdays. That's when new podcast episodes come down. I'm on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify. Every episode's on Podbean, the website, or the app. I'm on Twitter at Johnson Hates You. I'm on Instagram at Maybe 5 Minutes. And the podcast is going to be my Facebook timeline, too.